Good day everyone, this is Mama Duko and this tutorial video is the continuation of our lesson on the fundamental operations of fractions, and we are now in the operations of multiplication of fraction. Our lesson objectives are: multiply fraction by another fraction, multiply fraction by a whole number, multiply whole number by a mixed number, and multiply mixed number by a mixed number. Multiplication of fraction by another fraction. To multiply a fraction by another fraction, multiply their numerators to obtain the numerator of the product. Then multiply the denominators to obtain the denominator of the product. Then reduce the product to lowest terms if necessary. For example, we have here 2/4 times 3/6. Okay, so first thing we need to do is to multiply the numerators. Okay, so 2 times 3, and then also multiply the denominators. 4 times 6. Okay, equals 2 times 3, 6, and 4 times 6 is 24. And then we can reduce this fraction to lowest terms. Okay, so we can divide 6 by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. So the answer is 1/4. Another example. We have here 1/2 times 2/9 times 7/8. Okay, so we need to multiply the numerators of the fraction to obtain the numerator of the product. Okay, so 1 times 2 times 7. Okay, and then multiply the denominators of the fraction to obtain the denominators of the product. 2 times 9 times 8. Okay, so equals 1 times 2 is 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, so 2 times 9 is 18 times 8 is 144. Okay, then we can reduce it to lowest terms by dividing common terms between these two numbers. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. And then 144 divided by 2 is 72. So our answer is multiplication of fraction by a whole number. A whole number can be expressed as a fraction with denominator of 1. Example, we have a whole number 2. So we can express it as a fraction with a denominator of 1. Okay, so to multiply a whole number by a fraction, multiply the whole number by the numerator of the fraction, and multiply the denominator of the fraction by 1. Like example here, we have a whole number, then express it with a denominator of 1. Okay, so 3/1. And then Okay, so multiply the numerators now. So 2 times 3. Okay, then multiply the denominators. 4 times 1. Okay, equals 6 over 4. Okay, if the answer is an improper fraction, change it into a whole number or a mixed number. So the answer of the problem is an improper fraction since the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, so the 6 divided by 4, it will be 1 and 2/4. Then we can reduce it still. Okay, so 1 and 1/2. Okay, so the answer is 1 and 1/2. Another example. 25 times 3/5. Okay, so we have a whole number here, which is 25. We can express it as a fraction with denominator of 1. Okay, then proceed to multiplications of numerators and the denominators. So 25 times 3 is 75. And then 1 times 5 is 5. This is an improper fraction. We can change it into a whole number or a mixed number. So 75 divided by 5 is 15. Okay, so our answer is 15. Multiplication of whole number by a mixed number. To multiply a whole number, this is a whole number, by a mixed number, change the mixed number into an improper fraction and then multiply. Okay, like our example here, we have a mixed number of 2 and 3/6. So according to the rule, we need to change it into an improper fraction. Okay, so 4 times, okay, so 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Then retain the denominator, 6. Okay, so we have now 4 times 15 over 6. Okay, so but we cannot proceed into multiplication yet, and we need to express this whole number as a fraction with a denominator of 1. Okay, so 4 over 1 times 15 over 6. Now we can proceed into multiplication of the numerators and the denominators of the fraction. 4 times 15 is 60. And then 1 times 6 is 6. So the answer is an improper fraction. We need to reduce it to the lowest terms. Okay, 60 divided by 6 equals to 10. So our answer is 10. Multiplication of mixed number by a mixed number. To multiply a mixed number by a mixed number, first we need to change the mixed number into an improper fraction and then multiply. Like what we have here in the example, these fractions are mixed numbers. So we need to change these mixed numbers into an improper fraction first. Okay, So 4 times 6 is 24 plus 2 is 26. Okay, so 26, then retain the denominator. Times 8 times 2 is 16 plus 1 is 17. Okay, then retain the denominator 8. So equals. So we can multiply now the numerators and the denominators of the fraction. 26 times 17. So this is 442. Okay. Then 6 times 8 is 48. Okay, so we can reduce it into lowest terms by dividing it by a common factors of 2. Okay, so 442 divided by 2 is 221. And then 48 divided by 2 is 24. So still this is an improper fraction and we need it to reduce to lowest terms. Okay, so how are we going to do it? So we do long division. So 221 divided by 24. Okay, so 9. So 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, so 9 times 2 is 18. 19, 20, 21. Okay, so we have 216. Then minus. Okay, 11 minus 6 will be 5. Okay, so we have a remainder of 5. Okay, so we bring it up, okay, as a numerator, and then the divisor as a denominator. Okay, so our answer is 9 and 5 over 24. Okay guys, it's your turn. We have this real world problem. Ino earns 180,000 pesos a year. If he spends 1/5 for food, 1/8 for rent, and 1/10 for clothing, and 1/20 for recreation, A. How much does he spend for each? B. How much is his total expenses? C. How much does he save? And D. What fractional part of his earnings is his savings?